welcome to another episode of The Underrated Piece. This week's episode is going to be focused on the painting Black Square by Malen Etxeberria, painted in 1923. And it's an oil on canvas, pretty small, and as you can see, it's literally a black square over white background. Now, people commonly think that this painting is too simple, it's just black square, and it kind of is a rip-off or a way to take money out of it, and it's not worth its price. And what people might not know is the background that it has and the following that it has and the influence that it has had in today's aesthetics. So what I'm gonna try this week is to make people appreciate it more after hearing my explanations. So now let's go investigate what some people have to say about it. Thank you for coming. I'm going to show you a painting. This painting is called Black Square. It was painted in 1923, and I would like you to tell me what you think about it when you see it.
I feel empty.
It's empty.
There's not much.
Okay, not much.
Yeah.
It was painted in 1923, and can you please tell me your opinion about it?
It's a black square.
Yes, it is. Indeed.
To me, it just looks like black square.
Okay.
And really simple, and there's not much to it. Mi primera impresión es espacio, no sé por qué. O sea, el color negro me encanta y me da una sensación de que no hay fondo. Es como el blanco cuando en los programas de televisión, entonces, pues es lo mismo. Me da la sensación de grande.
Vale.
I think this is like looking down the well, see downside, or looking outside, like the biggest window, and the time is night, and I see the night sky, or looking down the well. It's just like the ultimate black, and I think we can see black as like two ways. The first one is like the darkness, like fear or something like that, and the second one is, I think black is a kind of cozy color, so I can feel like kind of softness in it. So.
It's a black square.
Yes, it is. It's called Black Square by Malevich. Do you think it's a famous painting? Do you think it's worth all its fame?
Not really. It doesn't seem that it required a lot of effort.
¿Qué opinas sobre ello?
Bueno, ¿qué te voy a decir? O sea, es que no sé la de veces que he podido escuchar eso con un montón de cosas. O sea, es algo que ya, no sé, la gente no aprecia este tipo de cosas. Que vale que hay gente que puede pensar que es nada, pero puede ser mucho también.
Okay. It's very famous and very well known and acknowledged. Do you think it's worth what it has?
Doesn't look to me.
Okay.
Honestly, no.
Okay.
Because it's just a square with one color.
I think it's really simple. So,
A lot of people, when they see this painting, they say like, I could do that. Do you think that?
yes, but I think the art is differentiated by the painter's thinking. There is a Korean painter who just used the brush and just it cost like the highest price of Korean art. And yeah, I think if the painter had wanted to put his idea in his painting, it can be.
Te voy a decir un poco qué influencia ha tenido en nuestra historia. Bueno, supongo que esto ya lo sabes, pero Malevich empezó a hacer en plan abstracción yendo de poco a poco a las cosas más simples, empezando por cuadrados, círculos y triángulos hasta que acabó en cuadrado,
y usando colores primarios y blanco y negro y nada más. Y al final acabó en cuadrado blanco sobre fondo blanco, o sea...
And it might seem quite simple, but kind of this established today's aesthetics. So this painting was happening at the same time. Montier and Godin inspired Malevich when he did this still, and this we can see it in today's every part of decoration that we know. For example, IKEA furniture, or every living room that we know, basically. And at the same time, there was this German architecture house or school at the same time going on called the Bauhaus, and they kind of established modern architecture, and then it was brought to life by further architects, and all of the modern houses that we know, like the villas, are kind of based also on that geometric straight lines. So after knowing this, have you changed your mind?
Well, I guess you can see that it has a value as like a influence for the living rooms and stuff. Like that does look like my living room, but I still wouldn't want to like have that kind of painting on my wall.
Well, I can see the influence throughout the time, and I mean, I guess it is more important than you would think at first sight, but would I give it much, if I see it? Probably not.
Okay.
But if you explain it like this, then it makes sense, and it looks more important than I guess it is.
I changed my mind. I think the process is really important in art, also design, architecture. And this is like his the final process of his whole artwork. So I think not only this work, but his idea and his thinking, what he have learned, is all
Put together in
put together in this painting. Okay, thank you.
Sí, vale, ahora sí ya la aprecias. Esto se lo explicas a alguien que no tiene ni idea. Y ahora mismo se da cuenta de ello.
I didn't think more creative with this, but now that I see these, I think he can be more creative with this and create something just like the architecture.
Okay. So a lot of people, when they see this painting, go like, "Oh, my 5-year-old nephew could do that, or I could do that." Do you think those people really need to learn about it before saying something?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. That was it.
Thank you.
After hearing what people have said about it, I think it's safe to say that most of the judgment that comes from the way that saying that it's too simple comes from not knowing the influence that it has had. And I really think that people tend to talk too much without knowing, and results really have shown that if you explain to people to like dig in deeper, because sometimes what you see is not enough, they might appreciate the piece of art more. And yeah, I think people really have changed their mind over this video. So yeah, that's the results of Black Square by painter Malevich. Okay, so that was it for today's video, and if you liked it, don't forget to click thumbs up and subscribe and share with your friends, and come back next week for another episode of The Underrated Piece. Bye!